Hey everyone, and welcome to Will City. In this video, we're going to show you how to take and install the necessary software on both your WordPress site and your computer in order to get the app up and running so that you can develop it and add the necessary features to it and begin publishing it to the app stores. So from here, we're going to navigate to our dashboard. We're going to go to Appearance and Install Plugins. We're going to click on the Install under the Will City mobile app. If you've already done this, then you can go ahead and skip this step. Let's return to the installer, and we're going to activate this. Now that we have this activated, we're going to need to download an additional software, and this is called Node.js. You can visit nodejs.org, navigate to the downloads, and click on your installer right here. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to use Mac. We're going to open this up, and we're going to continue through the installation process as normal. Alright, we are all done. We can close this and move it to the trash. From there, we're going to need to do an additional step. We're going to need to bring up a terminal, and you can do that by typing in terminal when in the Spotlight search and launch that. And you're going to come up with your terminal here, and you're just going to need to type in npm -i and click enter. And we're done. So once that's complete, you have the necessary software installed for that. We're also going to need to navigate to expo.io. From there, we're going to navigate on the site. We're going to go to the tools. And it's suggested that you install it on your smartphone so that you can actually see what it looks like on your phone right here, the iOS and Android app. And then we need to install the Expo client on our computer. So we're going to copy that code and paste it right into our terminal. If you get any of these errors like this, just type in sudo and then the command, and you can click enter. It's going to ask for your password. Go ahead and run it as an administrator. All right, we get these warnings. Those are just perfectly fine. So now that we have all of that installed, we are ready to move on to the next step, and this is actually downloading the app and getting everything ready for that. So we're going to navigate over to ThemeForest. We're going to go into our downloads. Scroll down to the all files and documentation for Will City. Open this up. And we're going to go inside the Will City package. From there, we're going to see the Will City app.zip. Double click on that to extract it, and you'll have the folder right here. Let's bring that over to our desktop. Alright, so we have the Will City app right here, and we have all of the app components in here. This is everything that's going to make up your app. So we need to go ahead and make a couple of different configurations here. On our terminal, let's go ahead and minimize this. So we have this right here. So what we need to do is we need to type in a couple things into our terminal. Let's clear this out, and we're going to type in cd, and we're going to drag the folder right into the terminal and click enter. This is going to make it so that we are actually working from inside of the terminal. And we need to do one more thing. We need to type npm install. Now that we have this installed, we need to make a couple of different changes to our app. If we go to the configure app.js and we preview this, we see a couple different things. We have the base URL and the color primary. These are two things that we're going to change, so you need to open this inside of a code editor. I'm using Dreamweaver, but there are many other ones that you can use out there. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and clear this. And we have this right here. So we have our app URL. This is what your website's going to be. So go ahead and type it in full HTTPS with your full domain name right here. I'm going to just do willcity.com. For the color primary, you can go ahead and change this to whatever you want. It will determine whatever you have for your theme color inside of your theme options on the back end of your website as well. So make sure you change it there as well. Let's save, minimize this, bring back our terminal, and we're going to type in Expo Start. Now what this brings up is the web version of basically the app, and it's not going to show the app, but you have a couple of different options over here to run an Android device emulator and to run an iOS simulator. And I am on a Mac and I do have Xcode installed. And if you don't have Xcode installed, make sure you go to the App Store, go to the search and type in Xcode and go ahead and click install. I'm going to run the iOS simulator, and this is bringing up an iPhone 8 Plus on my screen. All right, it's opening our project. It's building a bundle. This is only done the first time unless you make really huge changes. This is only going to take a few seconds for this to bundle, so go ahead and sit back, relax while it's doing its thing. This splash screen is completely customizable as well, and we'll show you how to get into that in just a bit. Alright, so it's finishing up here, and we are loading our app. And once everything loads up, you can go ahead and see all of the different settings right here, and we'll go ahead and show you how to set up the home screen as well. So we have our home, we have our members, and we have some events. So let's go ahead and show you how to look at this on other devices as well. If we go up to hardware, choose our device for iOS 12, we can choose any of our devices right here that we want to look at. So if we want to try the new XX Max, we can go ahead and open that up. And so you can see what it looks like with the notch and how everything's going to be formatted, as well as the bottom right here. So you can see how everything's going to look on the actual app on any of the devices. Now, in order to configure the app home screen, you're going to need to do a couple of things. So if you go back to our site, we're going to create a new page right here, and we're going to call this one App Home Screen. Over here on the right hand side under Template, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click Will City Mobile App Homepage and click Publish. Alright, from here we're going to edit this with King Composer. We're going to click on the elements, navigate to Will City Mobile App, and we have all of the elements that we can add here. So, for example, we have an app hero, so let's go ahead and add this. Explore this city, and then we can add a background image here if we wish. Let's go ahead and do so. Let's pull a background image, and just for the sake of the video, we'll just do this image right here, and then we can choose our image size right over here and click Save. We can also do a few other things. We can add elements. We can add an app heading. So this is upcoming. This is latest listings. All right, we're going to save that. We're going to add app listings, and this is going to choose a listing, any of the categories, any locations, any tags, and we're going to make this image just a little bit bigger, so it's not as blurry, and we're going to order by listing date and hit save. Same thing with the events. We can add another app heading, upcoming events, hit save, click on the plus button and add app events right here, just like that. And again, we'll change this to 500 over 300. All right, we can go ahead and click update. Now what this is going to do for us is this is going to show us the section right here. So we have our hero image here with our title and description. and our background image. We have the app heading. We have a way to show our listings with a swiping view. And we have our upcoming events right here, as well as the events for our upcoming events with a swiping view as well. That's basically how you configure the app screen so that you can go ahead and have it look the exact way you want, and then you can have your members and your events down here. Now we can control everything that we see down here at the bottom by going to the Willow Tools and going to Mobile Menu. From there we have our options of Home, Listing, Event, Secondary Menu, Blog Stack, and another listing. So as a normal default, we have the Home, and we can name this whatever we want. We can add an icon or change the icon here. And then we have the toggle menu enabled. We want to keep that because that's something we want to keep enabled. The listing, so it's going to show all of your listings. The events, so it shows all of your events and it points to the directory key. And then the secondary menu, which is the off canvas menu that you can go ahead and enable here. From there, you can navigate to the secondary navigator and you can add different fields here. So you're going to most likely add a page stack here. We'll get rid of the home. And you're going to just click on the page name and you can just choose your pages from here. Name it whatever you want, sample page, and then just click save. You can add more than one if you want to. So you can just click this, another page, something along those lines. Click save. Everything will be reflected up to date, so you do not have to commit to the App Store. You don't have to submit it to the App Store every single time you make a change to the menu or to the home page or a new listing. Everything will update automatically for you. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time.